Hey everyone, I'm XiaoWu, and welcome to my channel. Have you been craving something special lately? I've been really missing the Guangdong flavors I used to eat back in Shenzhen. But now, living in a small mountain village thousands of kilometers away from Guangdong, how did I manage to recreate that exact taste for just $1? If you want to find out, make sure to subscribe and follow along with me. About 7 years ago, right after I graduated from university, China's economy was still doing pretty well. Most graduates could easily find jobs in the developed coastal cities like Shanghai, Shenzhen, Hangzhou, or Guangzhou. I went to Shenzhen in Guangdong and lived there for 2 years. To be honest, I didn't like the hot and humid weather in Shenzhen. It felt a bit suffocating. I prefer the 4 distinct seasons we have here. But what I really miss is the food, especially the Guangdong specialty, Cheung Fun. Later, I left Guangdong and moved to other cities. Now, after losing my job, I'm back living at home in the countryside. Even though you can find snacks from all over China in food streets these days, when I tried some locally, it just wasn't the real Guangdong taste. Our small town doesn't have it at all. So if I want the authentic flavor, there's only one way: make it myself. Of course, if you'd like to try this classic Guangdong street food too, you can follow along step by step with my video. I'll show every single step in detail. The day before making it, I realized I was missing some ingredients, so I bought them while I was in town picking up a delivery. When I got there in the afternoon, the market was already completely empty and quiet. It's only super busy and lively in the morning. I went to the supermarket in town and bought some cilantro and green onions. That cost me about $0.2. While passing by a fruit stall, we bought some fruit for our baby 5, 6, 7. Our son is already 7 months old, and we feed him purees every day, like apple puree, banana puree, and rice cereal. The air after the rain was so fresh. I really love that feeling. This is the lightweight stroller my wife bought online for baby 567. It's super convenient to carry when we go out. Before, we always took the big bassinet, which was much harder to bring along. Looks like baby 567 really likes his new stroller. It should last until he's 5 years old. When he gets tired during outings, he can just sit in it. After dinner, I started preparing for tomorrow's Guangdong Cheung fun. The main ingredient for Cheung fun is rice, the most common staple food for Chinese people. We need 300 grams of rice, which costs only about $0.1. Rinse the rice several times, then add water until it covers the rice and let it soak overnight. This makes it easier for the blender to turn it into smooth rice batter. After soaking overnight, the rice has absorbed plenty of water. Another ingredient that needs soaking is dried shiitake mushrooms. This is what they look like after soaking. First, let's make the rice batter. The only special tool we need is a blender, nothing fancy, just one that can make juice is enough. Pour 400 milliliters of water into the blender, add the 300 grams of soaked rice, and blend it like you would fruit. Remember the ratio, 3 parts dry rice to 4 parts water. This is my mom's attic storage room for dried goods. In rural China, people dry and store extra produce. This is sweet potato starch, homemade from the sweet potatoes my mom grew. It's a very versatile ingredient. We're using it today for the Cheung fun. Of course, you can also use cornstarch or other starches. For me, this is free. We need 25 grams total. The blender is done. Pour the rice batter into a bowl. Add the prepared starch and 15 grams of cooking oil. Mix everything thoroughly until the starch is fully dissolved. This rice batter is the main ingredient for today. Set it aside. Next, we make the sauce. This is the most important step. You could say the sauce is the soul of this dish. Here are the ingredients for the sauce. Use only the white part of the green onions, about 30 grams. Wash and chop finely. For cilantro, we don't need the leaves but we keep the roots. Wash them thoroughly to remove dirt. Garlic. Peel and chop finely, 20 grams. Mix with the chopped green onion and set aside. Shiitake mushrooms, chop into small pieces, 20 grams. Put all the seasonings in one bowl for convenience. 40 grams light soy sauce. 30 grams oyster sauce, 10 grams chicken powder, 5 grams sugar, 10 grams peanut butter. Mix them together. Also prepare a starch slurry, 10 grams starch mixed with about 80 milliliters water. Have 500 milliliters water and 60 grams cooking oil ready. Here are all the ingredients for the sauce. 20 grams chopped shiitake, 30 grams chopped green onion, mixed seasonings, 20 grams minced garlic, 60 grams cooking oil, starch slurry, cilantro roots, and 500 milliliters water. Don't be scared by the number of ingredients, the steps are actually very simple. Now let's make the sole sauce. Heat the 60 grams oil in a pan on low heat, for about 30 seconds, then add the cilantro roots to fry. Keep the fire low, if it's too hot, the cilantro will burn black instantly. We want the flavor to infuse into the oil. When the cilantro turns yellowish like this, remove it. Add the minced garlic and green onion into the oil. Stir gently to prevent burning. When the garlic turns golden, turn off the heat and pour everything into a bowl. Add 500 milliliters water to the pan, then the chopped shiitake. Reduce to low heat, add all the prepared seasonings. Once it boils, now slowly pour in the starch slurry. You need stir it again first because it settles. Stir as you pour. And pour in the fried scallion oil. This is the thick, fragrant sauce. This is exactly the Guangdong taste I missed. The hardest part is done, the rest is easy. Before making the Cheung fun, let's prepare some fillings. I'm using sausage, eggs, and lettuce. You can replace the sausage with pork or other meats. These 2 sausages cost $0.6. Cut them into small pieces. The eggs are from my mom's chickens, completely free. Beat the eggs thoroughly and set aside. The lettuce is also homegrown and free. So the total cost for all ingredients for this dish is only about $1. Now we can make the final product. You'll need a plate like this and a scraper. I'll put the purchase links for these tools in the description below. If you're in the US, you can order them too. Thank you for your support. Pour 2 scoops of the rice batter into the plate. Stir the batter again before using, because it settles at the bottom. Swirl the plate so the batter spreads evenly. Then add beaten egg, sausage, and lettuce. Place it in a steamer or a pot with water, and steam for 1 minute until the batter solidifies with the steam. Making videos is not easy. If you've watched this far, please give the video a like. If you enjoy it and want to support my rural lifestyle, please subscribe. I'll upload more Chinese street food recipes and rural life videos in the future. You can also support me with YouTube Super Thanks. Your support is what keeps me creating. 1 minute is up. Look, the batter has set. Now use the scraper to roll it up like this. So here's a question for you. Do you know why it's called Cheung Fun? The Chinese name, Cheung Fun, literally means intestine powder or powder that looks like a large intestine, because when you roll it up, its soft, wrinkled, folded shape really resembles a section of large intestine. After plating, pour the soy sauce generously on top. I like it spicy, so I added some chili sauce. Now it's time to taste the Guangdong flavor I've been missing. Exactly what I remembered. So tender, smooth, and the sauce is delicious. Just repeat the process, it's very simple. My mom has never eaten this before, but she really likes the Guangdong Cheung Fun I made. I remember when I was in Guangdong, one plate of Cheung Fun cost 6 renminbi, about $0.9. Now I can let my whole family enjoy it for just $1. More than half a year ago when I first lost my job, I was very anxious, worried that I wouldn't find work and life would get worse. But now I realize you don't need a lot of money to be happy. Just like this bowl of Cheung Fun, I could buy it outside, but I can also buy simple ingredients, and make it for my family. It doesn't cost much. Although I lost my main job, I'm lucky to have a part-time online job. The income isn't high, but it covers our daily expenses. The neighbor kids just got home from school. I asked if they wanted to try my Guangdong-style Cheung Fun. They were curious and excited to taste it. That's it for today's video. I successfully recaptured the Guangdong taste I missed. If you want to try it, just follow along with my video. I hope you succeed. If you have any questions, feel free to discuss in the comments. To be honest, this is my first time making it myself. I'm not any more skilled than you watching from another country. The only advantage I have is that I've tasted the real thing, so I know what it should taste like. If I can do it, you definitely can too, as long as you have a regular blender. If you like my videos and my lifestyle, please subscribe and give a thumbs up. You can also support me with YouTube Super Thanks. Your support is my motivation to keep creating. See you in the next video. Bye.